Since 2015, an average of 801 cyclists have died in motor vehicle incidents. I feel a rant coming on. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Celtic Clydesdale Show. I'm Jim, and I am the Celtic Clydesdale. In this episode, you're going to get to hear me rant about the divide between motorists and cyclists. Let's make it happen. All right, as you heard in the teaser, since 2015, an average of 801 cyclists have lost their lives in incidents involving motor vehicles. All right. I don't know what part of these are caused by the cyclists, what part are caused by the motorists, but the real problem is anytime motorists and cyclists collide, it doesn't end well for the cyclists. And since 2015, an average of 801 people have had it end really badly. All right. Now, since 2015, every year has seen well over 800 deaths in, cyclist deaths in incidents involving motor vehicles and cyclists, except for 2 years. 2017, which there were 777 deaths, and 2020, which had 675 deaths, despite the fact that 45% of traffic was off the road because of the COVID pandemic. All right, so there's a problem there. And the problem is that motorists and cyclists, they apparently don't want to share the road with each other. All right, now, don't get me wrong. This is not going to be a one-sided rant. All right, I'm not just going to be going after the motorists. And basically, some cyclists, they're part of the problem too. All right, so yeah, motorists. I get it a lot when on Facebook, on a local community group, I see, oh, those damn cyclists are out again. They're on the road again. They're taking up space again. I had to slow down to get around the cyclists waiting for traffic. Too bad, so sad. It's totally legal, all right? In all 50 states, bicycles have just as much right to be using the roadways as motor vehicles, all right? Also, cyclists have to follow the exact same rules of the road that drivers have to follow. Stop sign, you have to stop at a stop sign. Red light, you have to stop at a red light. The other part of the problem is motorists don't understand the laws that involve cycling, all right? They don't understand that we have to follow the same laws they do. And unfortunately, a lot of them see cyclists who don't follow those laws. They see cyclists who come up to stop signs and blow right through them. They see cyclists who come up to red lights and blow right through them, all right? That's the kind of stuff that gets us killed, all right? So if you're one of those cyclists, or if you know some of those cyclists, you squash that, all right? Because like I said, that's the type of stuff that's getting us killed. You see in movies a lot, like from New York City, where you got the bicycle couriers that are blasting through rush hour gridlock traffic, and they're weaving in and out of the cars, and okay, look, it's a convenience thing. I get it. You're on a bicycle, you don't want to be slowed down. Too bad, so sad. All right, don't do that kind of stuff, because it just ticks off the motorists even more, and they get angry with this. And next thing you know, they're aiming for us. Some cases, literally aiming for us. All right, it's not a good place to be. All right, so if you know somebody who's doing these sorts of things, weaving in and out of traffic, splitting lanes, just being a general ass, just squash it. All right, because that's the sort of thing, like I said, that's causing motorists to dislike us so much. All right, motorists, if you know any that dislike us being on the road, explain to them we have just as much right to the road as we do. I will point out that if you see a sign like that, then you don't belong on that road, all right, on a bicycle. That's what's called a restricted use road, and it's only for motor vehicle traffic, all right? And those are about the only places where bicycles aren't allowed, all right? So motorists need to understand that cyclists have as much right to the road as they do. Cyclists need to understand that when they do stupid stuff like running through stop signs, running through red lights, or just being general nuisances, it causes problems with everybody, really. All right. So if you know cyclists that are doing stupid stuff, squash it. If you know motorists that just don't understand our hobby and the laws that allow us to be on the road, squash it. All right. One of the biggest arguments I hear a lot from motorists is we get in their way, we slow them down, we don't belong on the road because we're not fast enough. Whatever. There's, I want to say 21 states, actually it's 25 states. So half the states in the United States have a law that says that motorists passing cyclists have to give 3 feet of space. All right. So when you see these motorists, they're just blasting by you and they're almost brushing you with their side mirrors, they're way too close and they're actually breaking the law. All right. And it's things like this where you have a lot of cyclists who start to ride with front and rear cameras on their bikes so they can catch situations where motorists are just being jackasses and trying to run them off the road, or, you know, just passing in an unsafe manner or whatnot. But it's something that needs to be squashed. It's something that makes me rather angry. And in the end, motorists and cyclists need to work together. Motorists need to understand to share the road, let us do what we enjoy and we love to do. And at the same time, cyclists need to stop being jerks and quit doing stupid things that tick off the motorists. So if you're not in either of those groups, hey, good on you. But like I said, if you know someone who is, educate them and fix them so that we can all live in harmony. All right. So let's go ahead and close this thing out. All right, there you are. My little rant about the harmony or lack thereof between motorists and cyclists. All right, it's something I'm relatively passionate about. I got into triathlon because of my love for cycling. I wanted to start racing and bikes, but of course, in the United States, is this bike racing community isn't very accepting of, you know, guys this size. So I got into triathlon and it turns out I love it. So, but cycling, I have an extreme passion for, and it gets on my nerves to no end when I see the things I see. So yeah, we got to have harmony between the motorists and the cyclists. All right. So if you've liked this rant video, do me a favor, give me that thumbs up. Drop some comments down in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this. Tell me if, well, you know, actually tell me a story about a run-in you've had on while cycling with, you know, some unwieldy motorists. All right. Or, you know, just, you know, whatever, comment however you wish. All right. If you're new to the channel, or you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload videos. All right. So, yeah, until next time, keep on keeping on.